to the second video of Booktober, or Booktober. Not me doing the Draco Malfoy hands as if I'm a freaking Death Eater. I am so excited. So today's video, we are going to be unboxing some books, and you guys, I cannot wait. There's just something about being able to like open a package from Amazon and have it just be your favorite thing in the world, my favorite thing in the world, books. Let's get into these books. I may have gone a little overboard. Yeah, but in my proper defense, this box right here was actually sent to me by an author. Even though this is a book haul video, this is going to be its own separate video to reveal the book covers of the books that I got, along with the first book that I actually read and my thoughts on that. So we're not opening this box today. Sadness, I know, I'm sorry. Also, sorry, also, disclaimer, my voice is going to sound a little scratchy, but that's neither here nor there. Package number one. I want to start with this one because I think I know the book that is in it, and I am very, very excited for this one. It's even more gorgeous than I imagined. This has been all over like my Pinterest feed, and it's just so pretty and so beautiful. This just encapsulates fall on a cover, like cozy fall, not spooky fall. That's a different type of aesthetic. Cozy fall. This is the Pumpkin Spice Cafe by Laurie Gilmore. I literally just bought this for the cover, but I literally just looked at the back of it. First line, a small town spicy romance. Guys, I am not a romance girly. I'm not. I could be convinced. I think I'm a secret romance girly. Like, I don't mind the romance, and if romance isn't involved in some type of way in a book that has the protagonists that clearly like each other, then I think it's missing something, because it's like, clearly this is so obvious that these two are interacting with each other like that. It's okay to like someone while, you know, trying to save the world. That's totally fine. In fact, it gives you more of a motivation to save the world, in my opinion. But I am not an outright romance girly, okay? So this is going to be an interesting read, but I'm going to read it because look at this cover. Look at this cover. It's so fall vibes, small town coded, and I'm guessing, just throwing it out there, I think this is going to be like, Gilmore Girls coded? Question mark? Second package. This feels heavy. There are 3 books in here. Okay. The Lost Apothecary by Sarah Penner. The Candy-Coated Murder by Kathleen Zuzette. I'm coming across a lot of Kathleen authors recently. Is that a common, like, author first name? A Bookshop to Die For by MP Black. I actually bought these as prompts for readathons. The Lost Apothecary was actually a book that I was looking at for a readathon in September that I was going to participate in and give you guys vlog footage of for this month. G from Book Roast hosts readathon, the Aurelium Academy readathon, the Autumn Equinox, so I was going to have this as one of the prompts, and yeah, it didn't happen. Actually, that is true of 2 of my other books that I bought. So good reasons to buy books. Bad that I never really got around to the readathon and kind of canceled and ex-nayed that because of some mitigating factors there. But then as I was starting to like really think about Booktober and like really capturing the theme of fall in the month of October, like going from the cozy fall aesthetic to, you know, spooky Halloween, I wanted some books because I don't have any horror, any mystery, any psychology, any sort of like fall themed books really in my bookshelves, and I've been starting to collect those. And I was like, okay, I want something that is going to be like, we have the cozy and then we have the spooky. I want to get books within the vein of like cozy spooky so that we can transition throughout the month and we could, you know, do that together. And I was like, what books would be good for that? You know, just a cozy little looking cabin in the middle of the woods filled with books, but apparently someone might die. And then just a beautiful, fun-loving loving little cover here with all of the things. We got the Devil's Pitchfork. What? I really did not look at this cover. Cut off monster foot. I did not look at this cover, guys. I saw the I saw the candy and I was like, oh, this is fun, this is cute, this is lighthearted. Decapitated monster foot. We got a smiling spider, you know, all of the things. Cozy. Cozy read, anyone? Now let's get into the nitty-gritty of these books. So we'll just start from top to bottom, I guess. First one up, The Tarot Cafe. So first off, genre, it's a manga. From what I gathered from the summary when I bought this, was we are following our main protagonist named Pamela. Now, Pamela owns the Tarot Cafe, title of the book. So she owns this cafe and she services everyone. And her customers are not of this world, shall we say. We got the supernatural, baby. Vampires, fairies, other such members of a supernatural essence. And these are her customers. Now, Pamela herself is also just not, you know, mundane. She is very much a part of the supernatural world. She's a clairvoyant, and she services her customers not only delicious beverages, I'm assuming, but also tarot readings. And from her tarot readings, they obviously can see their future. But there is another element to this. She cannot go on to her next life, basically, before she comes to terms with a dark secret from her past. I almost said dark secret from her past. Brilliant, amazing, lovely, can't wait. A memory box. This was again for the readathon that I never did to fulfill the prop from memory. A book with memory in the title. But I chose this specifically because of the synopsis, and I completely forget the entire synopsis, so let me just read it and then I can summarize it for you so that you don't have to endure me reading this entire freaking thing, even though it's only 2 paragraphs. I remember why I chose this book. My goodness. Okay, we're following our main protagonist, Caroline Thompson, to be specific, and this is important. Caroline, she has a wonderful, loving, gorgeous, from what the book says, husband, 2 beautiful children, and they move into this beautiful, idyllic neighborhood, very safe, very calm, very upper class elite. Think country club, think huge mansion, think golf carts. These people definitely own a golf cart, for sure. That neighborhood. She has a group of friends from this neighborhood, and these are women who like to gossip. Tale as old as time, is it not? And these women are wanting more fuel to the fire of their gossip. And so they are starting to Google search. This is actually really crazy. They're starting to Google search other people in their neighborhood just to get the tea and the dirt and start making fun of them. And Caroline wants nothing to do with this, as she should, good woman. From what she hears from when her friends, you know, Google search other people, there's really nothing on her. You know, her charity work, and that's about it. But, of course, she's married, so she has a maiden name. Well, okay, maybe not, of course, because you can keep your last name. It's not a common thing that normally happens. It's getting to be a little bit more common now, especially in like acting circles and things. But yeah, anyway, I digress. Woo. She Googles her maiden name, and whew, there are things that she wants to unsee. But the problem, she cannot unsee this, and she feels like she has to make herself look not guilty for the things that are being talked about and rumored, when literally no one knows. Like, no one in her immediate life know her maiden name. And if her husband hasn't Googled her maiden name by this point, he's not going to, babes. You're fine. So it's one of those cases of paranoia where, yes, you can justify the paranoia, but like the way that you got to that state was self-inflicted. We're gonna be following along with her paranoia journey and just kind of how she deals with everything that is being talked about and said within those rumor mills. So yeah, continuing on. The Corpse in the Closet by Lucy Score. I admit I know nothing about this book. I just got it because there was a black cat on the cover. I mean, not a full black cat, but there's black on the cat, and I needed that for one of the readathons that I'm going to be participating in. The Housemaid is Watching by Frida McFadden. This book, you guys, when I read this summary, let me tell you something. You guys, this summary had me shook and made me want to read it just like right away. So our main protagonist is a ex-maid. She now lives in her own house with her husband, and she goes to visit her neighbor, as neighbors do, you know. They go to visit each other, say hi, introduce themselves. She gets greeted at the door by another maid. And what's interesting is she immediately has the first thought of, I remember what those days were like. But then she looks into the other maid's eyes and she sees something. And it's a familiar something. But it's not something that she wants to address. And she's just like, nope, I'm out. She wants to suppress this. But what is going to happen? Will she have to face her past? What is in her past that's so bad? And why does this maid's eyes chill her? All questions will be answered when I read this book. Okay. All right, guys. We're in the home stretch. Don't worry. Last book. The Inheritance Games by Jennifer Lynn Barnes. This story is all about following our main protagonist, Avery Grams, and she has inherited billions of dollars, of estate, of just general miscellaneous items. And now she is going to the house for the inheritance to collect that said inheritance, and freaking has to deal with a family of the billionaire that was scorned because he left everything to this girl who was not family. And now she has to deal with the family members after his death. And that is a recipe for disaster. I mean, we already know. Pray for her soul now. This is not going to end well, but we're here for the drama. We're here for the tea. We're here for all of the mess that is about to happen. That is not going to happen to us because guess what? This world is fictional. Amen. Hallelujah. Praise Jesus. All right. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching this video. Feel free to subscribe. We like to have our little space of the internet to just breathe and read, relax, and enjoy. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me and being the best bookish bestie that there ever was or is. And I will be seeing you guys in the next video. Bye!